Well, let me transition to something that, while may seem pop culture related, it's not a particularly positive story. And I really couldn't quite understand. And I kind of know now, but where on earth did this come from? Guys, did you know there is a lot of hate out there for Captain Kirk? These people are out to get Captain Kirk, man. They're mad that Shatner is going to space. These people are not happy at all with poor Bill. So 90-year-old William Shatner, he's on one of the flights, and Joan Collins is on this podcast. It says, "It's amazing, isn't it? What a fool. Who wants to do that?" No, absolutely not. I'm like, what are you talking about? She goes, "Well, he was in the air and they were turning him upside down. Let's take care of this planet first before we start going off." I'm like, oh, that's their angle. Like, we shouldn't let these people do this because you think, oh,
Well,
I'm,
yeah, yeah,
I'm like, what? Yeah.
yeah. There's just a lot of people that are angry at Bezos and
Oh, I'm getting to that. Oh, yeah.
yeah,
Oh, it's
and
crazy.
William Shatner's just getting caught in the crosshairs.
Well, here it goes. He says, "It's ridiculous." This is Brian Cox. He said, "I remember watching Sir Richard Branson and Bezos going up in there in 11 minutes or whatever. No, we don't need more spaceships. We got enough. We got enough crap flying around up there. We do not need any more. We need." Here was the thing for me. This is Prince William. We need some of the world's greatest brains and minds fixed on trying to repair this planet, not trying to find the next place to live and go. Uh, you're a moron. You're a moron. Do you not understand the amount of charity and money that these two guys do? I mean, first off, just on a superficial, materialistic, the world is a better place because of the Amazon thing. Now, I'm not a big fan right now, kind of been bailing out on the whole Amazon thing, but listen, we can't argue that that hasn't probably been a net positive for the planet as a whole. And Branson is known as a lefty, environmental causes. I mean, just the amount of charity stuff this guy has done has been huge over time. So I just think it's crazy. And like you said, poor Shatner's caught in the middle. Uh, these comments are just really crazy. Listen to this. This is what Captain Kirk said, man. He says, he's talking about it being the most profound experience, referring to this, and he says, "I hope I never recover from this. I hope I can maintain what I feel now. I don't want to lose it. It's so much larger than me in life." I don't know about you guys. That made me a bigger Shatner fan than I ever could have been, ever. And
Yeah,
I have
man.
to be honest, I can't say I've met him exactly because when you go to these Comic Cons, you run through like cattle. Uh, he was a nice and genuine guy. I got to be honest, all of the original series people, except for Takai, were really nice and friendly. The next generation people, not so much. But Shatner was, and he loves this stuff. And the fact that we get to send Captain Kirk to space, I think it's a great story. I don't know, Alex. What do you think? You think I'm crazy and off base, or is it just? I think it's a cool story. We're sending Captain Kirk to space. I muted
Yeah.
Alex when he was playing with his papers.
Oh,
There you go.
no, I think it's a great story. As a matter of fact, I think I'm glad that these guys, these billionaires, are using some of their money towards getting us off of this planet and exploring and getting humanity to other planets. Like, it's going to take a long time, but this is the first step that you're going to have to do. And for these people to get all mad about it, you're not following the science if you're thinking about it in the correct terms, because the science would tell you that eventually there will be a catastrophic event that will make man-made global warming look like a ping pong game, and that it will destroy the planet. If you want humanity to continue, then humanity has to be on multiple planets. And if you're not willing to do that, then you're a fatalist and you're not a serious person. And I think that you should shut your mouth.
All right. Bob, something Alex said that really kind of struck me, the follow the science part. Isn't there a meteor? I don't know if you've heard of it. Isn't there a meteor that they're trying to get to so they can mine some of the stuff, but it would revolutionize some of our tech stuff, cell phones, communication stuff? Have you guys heard that before?
No, I haven't.
Yeah, there's some sort of meteor that is supposedly composed of this rare metal or something. Anyway, I was just, I don't know. I thought this was a positive. I've seen these little stories and whatever about Shatner going to space, and I kind of had like a warm, wow, that's kind of cool. We're sending Captain Kirk to space. And then I see all this incredible hate, and I'm like, what on earth is all of this nonsense?
I guess my question would be, would they be saying the same thing to JFK, X amount of decades ago?
Oh, yeah. Well, no, definitely not. They would
No,
never
of
spoke
course
up
not.
to JFK.
And you know who Shatner's 90 years old.
Yeah.
I mean, that's enough, right? But his harshest critic was Mr. Sulu.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't have the exact quotes on all of that, but
he's such a mean little man.
Oh, Takai
he's hateful. He is
Takai
Hey, we're News Talk with Brandon and Bob. We're here to tell you about some of the facts so you don't have to waste your time watching CNN.
We don't want you wasting any time with CNN.
Or Fox or MSNBC or some of these other guys that are making a whole lot of money.
Et cetera, et cetera.
It's not paying.